Hello, hello, it's me again. We are on week 5 of EdCo 305, which is incredible. That means you're a third of the way through the semester. We're going to continue our discussion and our thinking this week on the topic that we started last week, which is critical thinking in a digital world. However, this week we're going to focus more on news and media literacy. You had no homework last week, so you're starting this week's module with a completely fresh and excited mind. We're going to look at ensuring equity and critically evaluating digital information. So the first thing you're going to do, and just a reminder, I have set up your modules to where they're in 3 pieces. However, if you want to do this all on Saturday and Sunday, or if you want to get it all done on Monday, totally up to you. This is just a suggested way to work through the module so that no one day is overwhelming. Monday is watch the video so that you know what's expected through the week and you know how to budget your time. And you're going to fill out this form. Now this form is going to take approximately 60 seconds for you to complete. And it's just to let me know if you are in an internship now or if you are not. So I've got 2 examples here. The first example, this student is in an internship at Family Road Elementary. She is in the classroom on Monday until 11, all day Thursday, and all day Friday this semester. She is working with students in resource in grades 3 through 5. So she does not fill out the last column. She's in an internship this semester. The next example is not in an internship this semester, so she leaves the middle column blank and she says, I am not in an internship. My major is middle level with a concentration in science and math. Okay, so you're filling out either the middle column because you're in an internship or the last column because you are not. And if you have questions on that, please just let me know. I did also want to let you know that the key assessment part 1, which is contextual factors, and basically that's just collecting what you know about your students and you complete a document. You were supposed to start working on that this week. And we're going to have to push it back a little bit. So we're going to talk about this assignment after midterm, and it's going to be due October 23rd. So we've got a little bit more time to be not having to worry about that. Wednesday, and again, I'm just going to reiterate, if you wanted to do this on Tuesday, fine. This is an asynchronous course, just trying to separate it for you and help you kind of budget your time. On Wednesday, you're going to be thinking through news and media literacy. And I want you to be able to shout the I can statements once you're finished. So your first I can statement, I can describe the 10 types of misleading news. Now this one is not a very time intensive component, maybe 5 minutes or so. Look through, read. Okay, propaganda appeals to emotions. It could be beneficial, it could be harmful. Clickbait, that's misleading how? Well, it's eye-catching, it sensationalizes headlines, it's designed to distract the reader, it's often misleading, and the content may not reflect the headline. It drives revenue, connected to money. So look through the 10 types of misleading news. I can tell if a news story is factual or not, and I've got a game here that you can play, and then a blog post on Harvard's 4 tips for spotting a fake news story. So you get the gist. These range, time-wise, guys, from 5 to about 20 minutes. So budget your time. You may want to look through everything at first and then kind of work your way around. I also included a couple of extra resources at the bottom of Wednesday just so you can file these away for when you have your own classrooms. When I work with middle schoolers, they love this because it says crap. These are some ideas for evaluating sources rather. Pretty handy. It's one sheet, so if you have them slide it into their binder, they always have access to it. Now, here's what you're going to create and submit by Friday to show your learning. You are going to review some digital comic strip tools. You have several options for showing what you have learned this week. Explore these, even if you intend on using Storyboard that, or even if you know that you're going to hand draw your comic strip. Explore these resources. Click on them, click around, see what they are, because they will be useful in your classrooms. You're going to pick one of these and illustrate one of the concepts from above, okay? So your comic strip might be about equity issues involved in media literacy, which was number 6. Or maybe your comic strip is going to be about the 10 types of misleading news, which was number 1. You get to pick. You have some onus in this module. So you'll explore these resources. They're all fabulous. Storyboard that is fun. You can jump right into creating a storyboard. You can include the background. You can change all these colors. You can add characters. You can add text bubbles, anything. You do not have to pay for anything, right? You can log in if you want to, or, hint, hint, cheap teacher over here, when you're finished, screenshot your work. You'd have to do it all in one sitting. You wouldn't be able to save it, but you can easily take a screenshot when you're finished, and then you have your product in an image format. Pixton is another easy comic book creator type resource. Book Creator is multifaceted. This is one of the very few apps that when it was launched, I paid for. I was still teaching elementary when this came out, and it's just fabulous. You can see some examples here. Students can add text, images that they take or images that they draw. They can add narration, so they can record their own voices, and when you're finished, you can export as a PDF. You can export as an iBook, or you can export as a video. So lots of options there. And they have a comic book template, so you can use that. But I do suggest, no matter if you choose this resource or not, just kind of look through some of these examples so you can see what the possibilities are. Once you've done your comic strip on news and media literacy, again, we're going to stick with the Google slide format. That worked really well last week, and I love that you all can see what one another is doing. You're not just turning it into me, but you all have resources now from one another. I've got some reminders on the first slide. Use the slide to add a photo of your comic or a screenshot of your comic, depending on what you did. Use the notes section below, this little piece down here, to tell us what concept you're illustrating. If you are doing my comic strip illustrates how to fact check content found online. And guys, be sure to include your name so that you're getting credit for your work. And when we use something in 305, it's always multifaceted. Yes, I'm having you create a comic strip to really immerse yourself in the content of news and media literacy. You are making something to help learn news and media literacy. But also, I'm showing you a tool, you're using a tool that you can turn around and use in your own classrooms. So, be thinking about how you could do that. Are you an art teacher and you're thinking about how to teach students proper etiquette for coming into your classroom and using the tools? Have them create a comic strip with the rules. Are you teaching students about the water cycle? Have them create a comic from the perspective of a raindrop. It's a way to immerse yourself in the content. You're getting assessment feedback, right? Like you can understand quickly who understands the content and who needs more work. But also the students are expanding their learning. The more they work with the content, the better they can describe it, they can interact with it, they can understand what they're supposed to be learning. So, all that to say, when we use a tool in EdCode 305, the intention is that you turn around and think about how you can use it in the classroom. So be doing that. All right, back to our module here. No homework again this week. Yay. But do note that your midterm is coming. It'll be next week. It'll be posted by 8 a.m. on Monday, September 28th, and it's due Friday, October 2nd by 5 p.m. This is going to be a product. You're actually going to sign up to create a product, a learning module for a K-12 classroom. You're going to start, I would open it up on Monday, kind of think through what you're going to do, and then go to turn it in on Friday. It's not timed, right? Like you don't have to set aside 2 hours to sit there. But I would not wait until Friday to open it. Y'all email me with any questions. I hope you have a really good week.